Why there is a doubleheader tonight a little bit later, but we're coming to you live between the Carthage Bulldogs and the Gilmer Buckeyes. Let's take a quick look at the starting lineups. First of all, for the Buckeyes, leading off at shortstop will be Braden Pate. Braylon McHenry will be at second base. Grayson Bates in the 3-hole. He's the DH. Ryder Lang is the cleanup hitter. He's at third base this afternoon. Harrison Lofton in right field. Klein Lindsey is the pitcher today for Gilmer. Justin Jones will be in center field. DJ Moreno batting eighth will be in left field, and bringing up the bottom of the order is Dylan Griffin, the catcher. The first baseman for the Gilmer Buckeyes, who is not hitting but playing defensively, is Aiden Davis. Now for your Carthage Bulldogs, leading off in left field will be Cale Preston. Brooks Soap will be behind the plate, batting second. Dylan Davenport at shortstop. Cade Moore will bat cleanup. He'll be at first base. Ty Chambers batting fifth, and he'll be playing center field today. Sam Watson will be the DH in the 6-hole. Patrick Malone in right field. Carson Crawford at third, batting eighth. And Maddox Martinez will be batting ninth, and he will be at second base. The starting pitcher today for the Bulldogs is senior right-hander Matthew Smith. Incidentally, a little bit of history on that. Exactly 1 year ago today, Matthew Smith made his first appearance for 2023 after the injury. He pitched one inning of baseball right here in Gilmer. All right, we're rising now for the anthem. Let's take a 3-minute break. 3 minutes and we'll be back with Bulldog Baseball on your Sports Beat station.
Check off your to-do list with big savings on building materials at Kane Hardware and Lumber. Kane's is your one-stop shop for building materials for large-scale jobs, small projects, and everything in between. Whether you're building a house, adding on, or just updating, we carry the concrete, drywall, lumber, insulation, roofing, siding, molding, and many more products you'll need. Add character and charm to your home with our large selection of paint colors. We have all the products you need. Shop Kane Hardware and Lumber at 224 South Shelby Street in Carthage.
Carthage Independent School District is where champions are educated. As we face another year of uncertainty, Carthage will remain committed to being champions for every child, every day. We will continue being champions in the classroom with the help of our incredible team of teachers. We will continue being champions in extracurriculars, fine arts, and athletic events with the support of our fans along the way. And we will continue being champions for our community. Thank you for your continued support.
The city of Carthage, county seat of Panola County, gas capital of the United States, and friendliest spot in the world. We have it all: temperate weather, lots of jobs, good schools and churches, and even the Texas Country Music Hall of Fame. Carthage, a great spot on Highway 59 to settle down or just to visit for a while. Panola College, local medical care, a low tax base, and great shopping. That's Carthage. Recommend us, refer us, and revive yourself in the piney woods of East Texas. Carthage, with places we're all proud to call home.
Throughout Texas, Louisiana, and New Mexico, one of the largest independent oil field service companies is Pinergy, ranked number 1 in the United States for total number of wells drilled. You'll likely recognize Pinergy Carthage top management: Randy Taylor, Brandon Taylor, Andy Snow, Justin Taylor, and Steve Nations. At the Austin corporate office, senior management offers a combined 400 years experience regarding energy services. No more. Check the website pinergy.com or call 903-693-8400. Pinergy. Better solutions, better building comes from Louisiana Pacific, caring and involved corporate resident. Friends and neighbors in Panola County are the foundation of business at Louisiana Pacific, delivering high-performance building products in the area. You know these folks. You know them from church, civic clubs, as volunteers in the work they do in the community, and at Louisiana Pacific. Good people in good company with you and Louisiana Pacific.
Genpack Carthage, over 50 years servicing the food and restaurant industry with superior products. Advancing innovative packaging to enhance the human experience is more than just our purpose statement. It's our driving passion to make people's lives better through the food packaging they use daily. Genpack's dedication to quality assures you get food containers and packaging at its best. Browse and find what you need at genpack.com or look for our products on amazon.com. We are everywhere. Made right here in Carthage by folks you know. Genpack.
At Gilmer High School, Gilmer High School, the home of the Gilmer Buckeyes. And we'll give you their records here, just a little bit. We're getting ready for baseball between the Carthage Bulldogs, the number 2 seed right now, in second place in District 17 4A. And the Gilmer Buckeyes have yet to win in district play. Leading off for the Bulldogs here in the first inning of game 1 will be Cale Preston, the left-handed hitting left fielder, and he takes a strike. Incidentally, the introduction of the players, sponsored by First Methodist Church. Join the Sunday service at First Methodist Church with Brother Kevin Otto. He's their pastor. Here's the next pitch. This one is hit into left field. Left fielder coming on, and he is there and makes the catch for out number 1. So Preston flies out to left. At First Methodist Church, Brother Kevin Otto, again, their pastor. Sunday school's at 9 a.m., worship at 10 o'clock, and the youth meet at 5 o'clock each Sunday. So again, introduction to the players sponsored by First Methodist Church in Carthage. Brother Kevin Otto, the pastor. Next hitter is Brooks Soap. He takes one outside for ball 1. Introduction to the officials sponsored by Hartsway Hospice. This one, ground ball down the third baseline. It is a foul ball. That one was hugging the line and almost stayed fair. Hartsway Hospice has been serving you since 1985, so that would be 39 years. Hartsway Hospice is with you every step of the way. Again, Hartsway Hospice bringing you the introduction of the umpires. Tyler Terry is behind the plate today for this game 1. And this one is hit down the third baseline. It is a fair ball. Third baseman drops it, throws high, and he's going to be safe at first base. That was a ball, and it appeared to be hit right over the bag. The third baseman dropped it, picked it up, and then threw high to first base. So Soap is on. And the official scoring on these always rest with the head coach, Jason Causey. And I know that he tends to go with our hitters whenever it's a close call as far as the scoring. So I'm going to give Soap an infield single right there. Now with the Soap on first. And let's see, is that still Soap? Or is that a runner for him? I think that's a runner for him. That pitch is low and outside. Want to know the count now on Dylan Davenport. Davenport playing shortstop today. Right-handed hitter. The pitch is inside for ball 2. Bulldogs in game 1 here facing a right-hander. And that is Klein Lindsay. Throw to first, and he's back in fairly close over there. What jersey number is he wearing, Brenton? Is that number 1? You can't see. Okay, this one gets by the catcher. And that, of course, will either be a pass ball or a wild pitch, allowing the runner on first to take second. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go with a pass ball on that one. Sometimes that's a very obvious call, pass ball or wild pitch, and sometimes, you know, you could see it going either way. So the count now is 3-0 on Davenport. Here's a 3-0 pitch, and that one is low and outside ball 4. And so Davenport walks. So the Bulldogs now have runners on first and second with 1 away, and Cade Moore coming up. Moore, the third baseman today. And he'll be followed by Ty Chambers. Bulldogs trying to jump on top here in the top of the first. We're just underway. So it means we got started a little bit late. I'm guessing probably the first pitch was about 5:05. There's a strike to Moore. Lindsay doesn't exactly come sidearm, and he doesn't come submarine, but maybe just a little bit of both. More of sidearm, I'll go with that rather than submarine. That one is inside for ball 1. So the Bulldogs with 2 runners on. That pitch is low, 2-1 the count. Again, Pierce Pipak. We've had him in district play at least twice behind the plate. I'm sure he'll be behind the plate in game 2 today. Tyler Terry behind the plate here in game 1. This pitch is hit in the air out to right center field. Center fielder coming on. He is there, makes the one-handed grab. Here's the tag at second, the throw to third, and they do not throw to third. It's cut off by the shortstop. And so the Bulldogs now have runners at first and third with 2 down. Moore out on the fly ball to center field. And the batter now is Ty Chambers. Well, let's see if the Bulldogs do any running right here. There goes the runner from first. The throw down to second. He is going to be into center field, and here will come a run in to score for the Bulldogs. And now we'll get to see who that was. The runner was number 1, indeed, for Brooks Soap, and that was Caden Ritter. So the runner at first took off with the pitch. The throw went down to second. They were trying to get him on the steal attempt. The throw went into center field. Ritter came in to score, and the runner at first, Davenport, went all the way to third. Now here's a line drive hit by Chambers, and it's caught by the third baseman for out number 3. So the Bulldogs pick up a run here in the top half of the first inning. One run on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 1 runner left on base. So we go to the bottom of 1 here now in Gilmer. Carthage 1, Gilmer nothing. Matthew Smith strolls out to the mound, and we'll have the bottom of the first for you coming up after this 90-second break.
FlowZone is your industry leader for all oil and gas pipe, valve fitting, and supply needs. FlowZone Carthage has over 130 years of combined experience with an outstanding safety record. FlowZone, located at 1092 Highway 59 South, just south of Denny's, is ready to offer customer service that will exceed your expectations with services such as free delivery and competitive pricing. Call them today, 903-263-0200.
Ready to supercharge your future in the energy industry? Panola College is introducing the brand new Matthews Foundation.
Bink's Quick Stop in Carthage on the corner of 699 and The Loop. Open Sunday through Thursday from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Friday and Saturday from 4 a.m. to 11 p.m. Open for breakfast, and the grill is open throughout the day, and it provides the best hamburgers in town. You can also get a grilled chicken or chicken fried steak. It's all fresh and made from scratch. And, of course, you can fill up your tank with gas. That's at Bink's, a Quick Stop in Carthage, again on the corner of 699 and The Loop.
Carthage comes into the ball game with a record of 13-8-2, 2 ties, and they are all alone in second place in District 17 4A with a record of 7-2. The Gilmer Buckeyes for the season have won 2 and lost 17, and they are 0-9 in district plays. Here's the first pitch hit out to left field. Kel Preston comes in. He's there and 2-hands it for out number 1. So Braden Pate flies out to left on the very first pitch, bringing up Braylon McHenry. McHenry, the second baseman. Pate is at shortstop today for the Buckeyes. The Buckeyes in white uniforms with black numbers trimmed in orange. The Carthage Bulldogs are in their road gray uniforms, red pinstripes. Their number on the back of the jersey trimmed in white. And it's also on the front of their jersey trimmed in white, and the word Carthage is on the front of the jersey, trimmed in white. Braden McHenry fouls one off. Here's the next pitch to him, swung on and missed for strike 2. Here's the 0-2. High, 1-2 the count. Yes, just 1 year ago today, exactly 1 year. Here's the 1-2. High, 2-2. Matthew Smith made his first varsity appearance in 2023. Remember, he was injured in a freakish event. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing on and missed for strike 3. So McHenry goes down swinging. Grayson Bates, now the batter. He was going through, as I believe, a exercise regimen in the multipurpose building and was injured. In other words, it was a no-contact injury and was out for quite a while. There's a strike to the 3-hole hitter, Grayson Bates. This one fouled off, and the count now is 0-2. And he came back. His first varsity appearance last year was on April 12th, 2023. In other words, exactly 1 year ago. And it was right here, pitching 1 inning of relief against Gilmer. 0-2 on Bates, the 0-2. High, 1-2 the count. We're in the bottom of the first. Carthage picking up a run in the top half of this inning on an infield hit, eventually scoring on an error. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 call, dropped by the catcher. Soap picks it up, fires to first, in time to get him. So Bates is out looking. Ball was in dropped by Soap, and he picked it up and fired it down to first base to Cade Moore to get the put out there. So 3 up and 3 down for the Gilmer Buckeyes in the bottom of 1. We go now to the top of 2. Carthage 1, Gilmer nothing. Back after 90 seconds.
Escogiendo el mejor
Farmers State Bank, a name that you know and can depend on. We're your neighbors and community partners. We're committed to meeting your financial needs by providing banking solutions for your mortgage, commercial, or personal loans. With 118 years of service to our community, we're part of your local rodeos, 4-H, and festivals. We want you to know that we're here for you. Visit us at fsbctx.bank or come see us today. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's a powerful storm, and the power is off. Completely off. House after house in the dark, each one plunging a family into uncertainty and fear. One dark house after another, and another. And, wait, is that light? It is. And there's one reason for it. The owners of this home have a permanently installed backup power generator from Briggs & Stratton. Whole house.
Sam Watson will lead off for the Bulldogs, to be followed by Patrick Malone and Carson Crawford. Carthage up 1-0. And here's a strike to Watson. Sam, a left-handed hitter. He's the DH today, has played quite a bit of second base in district action. Here's the pitch. This one is a ground ball foul down the third base line. So the count now goes to no balls and 2 strikes. This is a grass field here. And so if you're wondering why we are playing 2 here, why we are playing 2 in the first place, and particularly here. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one, a line drive into center field for a base hit. So Watson lines one up the middle. Sam Watson, someone that's, you're not going to see him hitting it out of the ballpark. I think that would be a safe bet for me to make. But he does put the bat on the ball and usually puts it in play. All right, now Patrick Malone squaring around a bunt and takes it low for ball 1. So the Bulldogs now leading at 1-0 here in the top of the second. Watson with a leadoff single on an 0-2 pitch. Malone squaring around to bunt again, throw over to first. Watson back in there. First base coach is Brett Pirtle. And I'm not for sure how many years this is for Brett at Carthage. At least 3, I believe. Here's the pitch. Squares around a bunt. Takes it low again. 2-0 the count. Brett is someone I had in class at Panola. If you don't know him, he's quite a baseball player and coach. Here's the bunt, a good bunt. Gilmer throws it to first. The catcher does in time to get Malone. So Malone will be credited there with a sacrifice, which means that out there will not count as an at-bat against him. And Watson goes to second on the sacrifice. So now we've got a runner in scoring position with 1 out for Carson Crawford. Brett, I believe, played all of his high school baseball at Pine Tree. His dad was a coach there. Here's the pitch, and it's inside. I believe his dad was a coach while he was playing there. I'm not for sure about that. I know he coached at Pine Tree some, and I believe Brett was a player while his dad was the coach. Here's the pitch in there for a strike. So he played at Pine Tree, then went to 2 years of junior college ball at Panola College. That's where I had him in class. This pitch is fouled off. 1-2 the count. So the Bulldogs now top of the second here. Carthage leading 1-0. Top of the second with a runner on second. That's Sam Watson, and 1 out. Carson Crawford with the 1-2 pitch coming to him. This one is hit down to the third baseman. He's got it on the third hop, throws to first. High throw. First baseman pulls it down in time, and Watson takes third after the throw to first. The throw was high, but the first baseman had plenty of time to go up and get it and then come back down on the bag before Crawford made contact with the bag. So that's out number 2. And the batter now is Maddox Martinez, the second baseman. So a runner at third base now with 2 outs. And there's a strike to Martinez. We are broadcasting, I believe, for the first time this year from the ground. Here's the pitch. That's outside. 1-1 the count now. And we're not directly behind home plate. This pitch is swung on and missed, strike 2. Chose not to be there. I think we could have gotten closer to being right but directly behind home plate, but we would have been right in front of the Gilmer fans, and I'd just as soon be closer to some friendly folks. Here's the 1-2 pitch. This one is hit in the air to left field. Left fielder coming on. He is there, waiting on it, and makes the two-handed catch for out number 3. So Martinez flies out to left. So for the Bulldogs here in the top of 2, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom of 2 coming up in Gilmer. Dogs up 1-0, back in 60.
You can trust the qualified staff at Hudson.
We all like to save money and stay. You can trust the qualified staff at Hudson Financial Group to help you build the right policy that's created just for the needs of your farm or ranch. Randy and his team recognize the importance of the farm and ranch community in Panola County. They understand how much your property means to you and your family and the hard work it requires to maintain. Give them a call at 903-693-7874, or better yet, stop by and see them at 1519 West Panola in Carthage. The Hudson Financial Group can help you customize the coverage you need.
This is Pastor Monty Pierce, along with all the fine folks at Central Baptist Church, located 1 block off the square in beautiful downtown Carthage. If you don't have a church home and you like friendly folks and a meaningful worship service, we invite you to join us this Sunday. Check us out at centralcarthage.com for times and more information. This is Dr. Monty. Go Bulldogs!
High School, bottom of the second coming up here between the Bulldogs and the Gilmer Buckeyes. And it will be 4, 5, and 6 coming up for Gilmer. Again, the Buckeyes in white uniforms, black numbers on their back, trimmed in orange. And they've got Gilmer spelled out on the front of their jersey in orange, trimmed in black. Here's this pitch is hit to the left side. Shortstop Davenport has it. Throw to first. And a great dig over there by Cade Moore. He saved Davenport an error there. Ryder Lang, the cleanup hitter, hitting the first pitch to him to the left side. Davenport with the throw. It was in the dirt, and Moore with a nice dig over there at first base. Again, to save him an error. Harrison Lofton, the right fielder, steps up there now. That pitch is low to Lofton, ball one. If you've been to a football game at Jeff Traylor Stadium here, the baseball park, this pitch is lined. That's going to be down into left center field for a base hit. So Gilmer has their first base runner of the contest, a one-out single to left field by Harrison Lofton. So he's on first with one away for Klein Lindsay, the pitcher. If you've been to a game at Jeff Traylor Stadium, the home of the football home of the Gilmer Buckeyes, the baseball park is a couple of 100 yards west of that football stadium. There's a strike to Lindsay. As is the case with a lot of high schools, you've got both the baseball and the softball field here in the same spot. Softball field beyond the first base dugout. Just as it is at Bulldog Park in Carthage. Both the baseball field and softball field are grass fields. And there the runner takes off, and the pitch is fouled off by the hitter. So that'll be strike two. Lofton was off with the pitch. 0-2 count now on Lindsay, and he chokes up on the bat. About an inch and a half, I'd say. Here's the pitch to him outside. 1-2 the count now. For the Bulldogs defensively, Brooks Soap, the sophomores behind the plate. Matthew Smith, senior right-hander on the mound. Carson Crawford at third base. Dylan Davenport at short. Maddox Martinez at second. Cade Moore is at first. Here's the pitch outside. Ball two. 2-2 the count now. And the outfield has Cale Preston in left. The center fielder is Ty Chambers. And in right field is Patrick Malone. All right, Matthew from the stretch. This pitch is fouled out of play. So it stays now at 2-2. They do not have a spot on their scoreboard to keep track of the pitches. The scoreboard is situated behind the left field wall. The flags are in right center field. This pitch is a ground ball right side. It's a flip to Davenport for one. Throw to first in time. Got him. 4-6-3 double play. A ground ball on the right side. Martinez, the flip to Davenport to get the force out at second. And then Davenport with a strong arm to Cade Moore. And the Bulldogs turn a 4-6-3 to end the bottom half of the second inning. So for the Gilmer Buckeyes, no runs, a hit.
Ready to supercharge your future?
Throughout Texas, Louisiana.
We go now to the top of three. Carthage 1, Gilmer nothing. Back in 60.
This is Darcy with Carthage Flower Shop on the Square, where we are more. This is Darcy with Carthage Flower Shop on the Square, where we are more than just flowers. In shop, we keep a variety of live pot plants, silk arrangements, snack baskets, candles, keepsakes, and a great bath and body line called Magnolia Soaps. We now offer balloon arch installations, so give us a call for your next event. We can even get flowers to your loved one out of town. Thank you for all your continued support, Darcy, Jeanette, Levi, and the girls at Carthage Flower Shop.
When making important decisions, it's reassuring to count on people you know. First State Bank and Trust Company is that group of people offering home loans or everyday depository needs. First State Bank and Trust is recognized as being among the most reliable, strongest banks as determined by our nation's leading bank rating firm, Bauer Financial Incorporated. It's a 5-star rated bank of people you know, always innovating for your changing financial needs. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, First State Bank and Trust.
Let's explain now why we're playing a doubleheader. The reason goes all the way back to March the 15th. On March the 15th, we were scheduled to play a game here, but because of rain and a wet field here, Gilmer elected to come to Carthage on March the 15th and play in Carthage. Again, we were supposed to play here. Now, that meant that because we played in Carthage instead of Gilmer, that meant that this week we had to come to Gilmer twice, because the original schedule would have had us coming once and then playing in Carthage once. Here's Cal Preston trying to put the bunt down, and he misses for strike one. Now, why 2 games? Why a doubleheader? We'll get to that in a second. Here's the second pitch to Preston. This is inside for ball 1. So we were supposed to, the new schedule then had us coming here on Tuesday night this week and also tonight. But with the big rains we had earlier in the week, there was no way we could play here on Tuesday. That one's low, 2-1 now. And it was way too wet to play on Wednesday. And so the two coaches just agreed then, okay, let's not try for Thursday. It may be too wet then too. That pitch is low, ball 3. Let's just play 2 on Friday. So a double hitter. And we've got to get it pretty much in today, because tomorrow Gilmer has the prom and Carthage has prom tomorrow. And the last thing you want to do is to play a baseball game on the day of prom. There's a pitch in there for strike 2. 3-2 the count now on Preston. Preston leading off here in the third. Carthage up 1-0. It'll be Preston, Soap, and Davenport here in the third. Preston, a 4-sport athlete, starter in basketball. I think he was first team all-district in basketball. That pitch is strike 3 call. It was dropped by the catcher. He picked it up and tagged Preston. So Preston is out looking for strike 3. So Cale now behind. Cale is 0 for 2 in the ball game. That brings up Brooke Soap, and he had an infield single, and his runner, Caden Ritter, scored our only run back in the first inning. Since we are not directly behind home plate, it's tough to, get a good picture of where the pitches are. That looked pretty good right there. This one is hit out into left center field. I think that's going to be down for a base hit. No, the center fielder goes over and makes the catch. Nice play by the center fielder. I thought that one had a chance to get down for 2 bases, but center fielder going far to his right came up with that one in left center field. So Soap lines out to center for the second out. So we've got 2 games here tonight. One nice thing about it is we only have to drive to Gilmer once this week instead of twice. This ball is a ground ball down to the third baseman. He's got it on 3 hops. Throw to first, and he's out at first base. Close play down there. Davenport almost beat it out, but Pierce Pipak said it was there in time. So Davenport is out 5-3. 3 up and 3 down for the Dogs. Bottom of 3 coming up. Dogs leading it 1-0. Back after this 90-second break.
Carthage Furniture Furniture has a new...
Monty Bacon and Carthage Furniture has some great deals for you. Rocker recliners just $3.99. A hot plate washer and dryer set, washer $5.49, dryer $4.99, and that includes installation and delivery. A complete bedroom suite, queen bed, dresser, mirror, chest, and nightstands. This is a beautiful sleigh bed set for only $11.35. Monty has a 5-drawer chest, just $125. At Carthage Furniture, check out their blue sofa and love seat. Sofa $4.59, love seat $3.99. Carthage Furniture, where Rosa speaks Spanish and delivery.
Thank you, Panola and surrounding counties, for supporting your local GM dealer, Pippin Motor Company, right here in Carthage. We are your Buick SUV headquarters. Come check out one of the many economical solutions Buick has to offer. Encore, Encore GX, Envision, or Enclave are sure to fit your needs. Whether you're looking for a new Buick, Chevrolet, GMC, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, we're here to help. Pippin Motor Company has been serving this community for 72 years and pride ourselves with providing a premium sales and service experience. Come experience a better way to buy a vehicle just across from Panola College, or look us up on the web at pippinmotorcompany.com.
Escogiendo el mejor proveedor médica puede ser difícil. Hope Community Medicine está aquí por ti. Si ocupa ayuda médica, ginecólogo o salud conductal, es nuestra misión proveer acceso de alta calidad de salud a pesar de su habilidad de pagar. Tenemos 5 clínicas en Carthage Center, Tenaha y...
Bottom of 3 here at Gilmer High School, and it will be for the Gilmer Buckeyes. 7, 8, and 9 coming up. Matthew Smith has faced the minimum number of batters so far. Now, one of them got on, but he was then out at second base in the lead part of a double play. This one hit down to Crawford, throw to first in time. Justin Jones with a 2-hopper down to Carson Crawford at third base. He barely had to move to get hold of that one. And then a perfect throw over to Moore at first base. So Jones is out number 1 on the first pitch. They do not have a place on the scoreboard to keep the pitches, so I'm going to have to try to keep that myself here and hope I'm fairly accurate. Here's a left-handed hitter, DJ Moreno, coming up, and that one's outside to him, ball 1. The word Buckeye spelled out in orange, trimmed in white, in left center field on the fence. There's a strike. And then the word baseball is in orange, trimmed in white on the right center field wall. Here's the 1-1. This one is fouled off, or swung on and missed. 1-2 the count. 1-2 on Moreno. And the 1-2 from Smith. Strike! Recall got him. So Moreno called out looking. Second out in the inning, and if you're scoring, remember that is a backward K. It's a regular K if they swing and miss, a backward K if they are called out on strikes. Dylan Griffin, the 9-hole hitter, catcher up there, choking up a good 1.5 inches on the bat. This one is popped up, foul, first base side. Cade Moore. Now let's see. It's going to be Martinez calling him off. Nice play there by Martinez to call off Cade Moore. He had a much better angle at it. And Martinez goes over in foul ground and grabs that one for out number 3. So, boy, a very efficient inning there for Matthew Smith. I have him with 4, 5, 6 pitches. 6 pitches for Matthew in the third inning. That'll get it done. We go to the top of 4. Dogs up 1-0 here in Gilmer, back in 90.
We all like to save money.
Are you planning a trip but you need a set of tires? Don't worry. Let Graves Tires at 809 East Sabine in Carthage show you the affordable way to go.
We all like to save money, and State Farm can help with discounts. When you combine your car insurance with your State Farm homeowners insurance, you get big savings. So talk to me, Agent Tate Barber, and experience the good neighbor service that has made us America's #1 insurance company. Together, we can help you make sure you get the discount you deserve. No policy with State Farm? No problem. Call me, Agent Tate Barber, at 903-693-7555 or stop by my office, 1502 West Panola.
Right on the loop, right on the price at Excel Ford ensures the SUV, truck, or car you choose, new or previously owned, is right for you. Your visit and your questions are welcome, even if you're just browsing. Any information you want will be provided. It's the foundation of exceptional customer service that frees you to proceed at your pace and even provides a money-back guarantee. Right on the price and right on the loop. XL Ford, Carthage, Texas.
Are you planning a trip but you need a set of tires? Don't worry. Let Graves Tires at 809 East Sabine in Carthage show you the affordable way to go. Graves Tires offers name brand tires at a savings. Their number 903-693-4841. They even have used tires for sale. They're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and on Saturday, 7:30 to noon. Remember, at Graves.
Moore leading off for the Bulldogs, and he takes one in there for a strike, a breaking ball. Cade flied out to center his first time. Bulldogs 1 run on 2 hits. Gilmer has no runs on 1 hit so far. Here's the 0-1. Low 1-1. A doubleheader today. That pitch is inside. 2-1 now. Rain forced all the games in District 17 4A to be canceled for Tuesday night. Here's the pitch outside, and the count now is 3-1. 3-1 on Moore, leading off here in the bottom of the top of the fourth. This pitch is hit foul, and the count now is 3-2. The other 4 teams in the district played last night. They played on Thursday night, so they weren't able to play on Tuesday. No one played on Tuesday, no one on Wednesday. This pitch is fouled off. The count stays at 3-2. There's only one all-turf field in District 17 4A, and that's Bulldog Park. Spring Hill has a turf infield, but the outfield is grass. And the other 4 fields are all grass. This one hit down sharply to the third baseman. He's got it. Long throw, a low throw, and it gets by the first baseman. And Moore is going to take off for second. So that'll be an error. I'm going to charge that. I'm not going to give him a hit there. That's going to be an error on the third baseman. And I'll say something after this next pitch. I'm going to wait until after the pitch to say it. So Moore at second now with nobody out for Ty Chambers. Puts down the bunt, a great bunt. Pitcher up with it, throws to first, and the first baseman is not there covering first. It's going to be an infield single for Chambers, with Moore going to third. Pitcher picked that up. It was a great bunt by Chambers on the left side, and about 2/3 of the way from the mound to the third baseline. So in other words, the pitcher had a pretty good distance to go to get it. He picked it up and threw to the first baseman, but the first baseman was not on the bag. The second baseman was on the bag. The first baseman was down he was between the bag and the mound, closer to the bag. So bottom line, the Bulldogs now have runners at first and third with nobody out here in the fourth. Got to get something out of this. Got to get something out of this. So I'm going to give Chambers an infield single there. And here's another bunt. Pitcher, it's going to be an infield hit. That was a little pop-up out in front of the plate with some spin on it. So it looked like one of those wedge shots by the professional golfers where it hit the ground and just stopped right there. So it hit the ground, little pop-up out in front of the plate. I guess it was about, maybe 15 feet from the plate. And now the bases are loaded. And we got a conference out at the mound. We'll take a break, 30-second break. We'll be right back.
Come and see me.
Flowzone is your industry leader for all oil and gas pipe, valve fitting.
So the Bulldogs now have the bases loaded here in the fourth. Got to get something out of this. If we don't, it would be a huge momentum boost for the Buckeyes. Bases loaded, nobody out. And this pitch is popped up foul. They may be able to get this one. Foul ball. First baseman calling for it, and he's got it for out number one. So Malone pops out to the first baseman. And now a double play would get Gilmer out of the inning with no damage. Obviously, that hurts right there. Carson Crawford, the batter now. There's a strike. Carson needs to put it in play, obviously, to the outfield. We've got Moore at third, Chambers at second. This pitch is hit down the left field line. Left fielder going back. This ball is a foul ball. That was hit a long way. It did stay in the ballpark. We lost sight of it because, again, we're located right down the third baseline, and we can't see what happens in the corner because of the players in the Bulldog dugout standing up. So now the count is 0-2 on Crawford. And now Jason Causey wants to visit with his 8-hole hitter. The Bulldogs had the bases loaded moments ago and nobody out. And now they're still loaded, but with one out and an 0-2 count on Crawford. Carson, tall right-handed batter. Here's the pitch to him. Thought about going after that one. Fortunately held back. It was too high. 1-2 the count now on Carson. We're in the top of the fourth. Carthage leading 1-0 in game one of this doubleheader. This one hit on the left side. Shortstop has it. Goes to second for one, and they cannot get the double play, so a run comes in to score. So Crawford will be on first with a fielder's choice. And he does get an RBI on that. As Moore comes across to score. That's the second run of the ball game for the Bulldogs, who now lead at 2-0. Chambers takes third, and Watson is now at second. No, excuse me. Watson was out. Pardon me. Watson was out 6-4. There goes the runner from first, Crawford, and he's still second. So Moore scores. Chambers to third. Here we go. Watson, who had singled, is out 6-4 for the second out of the inning. And Crawford, who was on first, has just stolen second base. This pitch is a strike. So the count now is 1-1 on Maddox Martinez. So Martinez up there now with a run in. Carthage leading 2-0. Runners at second and third with two down. Here's the pitch to him. Swung on a miss for a strike. Stolen Base is sponsored by Red Oak Insurance. Red Oak Insurance is a full-service multi-line insurance agency in Carthage, offering the best possible insurance policies in East Texas at the most competitive prices. Stolen Base is sponsored by Red Oak Insurance. This pitch is fouled. Is hit in the air. Foul ball. Catcher coming back, and he cannot make the play. It hits the net. So Martinez up there now with a count of 1-2. And if you're Gilmer and you get out of it right here, that wouldn't be too bad. You know, Carthage again had the bases loaded with nobody out. And they have picked up a run and now have runners at second and third with two outs. And here's the pitch. This one is popped up on the infield. Who wants that one? Third baseman calling for it, and he's got it for out number 3. So Martinez pops out to third, and the Bulldogs pick up another run, and they now lead it as we go to the bottom of 4. They lead it 2-0 back in 90 seconds.
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the sweet and spicy bacon burger, and now it's an all-time favorite.
You can't beat it. It's hot, it's fresh. I love this burger. It's just perfect.
The sweet and spicy bacon burger is my all-time favorite.
Bottom of 4 here at Gilmer High School. Game 1 of our doubleheader, and we're going to have both games for you here on your Sports Beat station. Incidentally, if you're listening on 104.3, you can watch this by going to easttexastoday.com. Here's a pitch, and it's high for ball 1. The batter is the leadoff hitter. This is Braden Pate, a left-handed hitter. Outside 2-0 now to Pate. Okay, Brenton. I know they can go to easttexastoday.com. Hang on. Here's the 2-0. This one hit to right field. Right fielder going back. He will not get this one. As that one bounces against the wall on about the third hop. Payton with a long blow there, and he's in at second base with a stand-up double. Payton gave that one a long ride, and the right fielder, Malone, knew immediately he had to get after it to get that one, and had no way to come up with it. He finally picked it up at the base of the wall after it had bounced a couple of times. So a long double by Pate to lead off the bottom of the 4th for the Buckeyes. And they now have a runner in scoring position with nobody out for Braylon McHenry. So let's see what they elect to do right here. Got a great scoring opportunity here. That pitch is outside for ball 1. I mentioned that the other district teams played last night. Spring Hill and Center played at Shelbyville. Here's the 1-0, and here's the bunt. Smith has it, throws to Martinez covering the bag. Cade Moore came in. That's good fundamental baseball right there. Moore came in to possibly field the bunt, and that means Martinez has to go to the bag to cover, and he did. So now Pate is at third with 1 out. McHenry gets a sacrifice, and he is out 1-4. First out of the inning, so now the Buckeyes with a great scoring opportunity. They've got a runner at third with just 1 down for Grayson Bates. Bates struck out looking in the first inning. Big right-handed hitter. And he takes a strike. And boy, you talk about an open stance. Boy, there is an open stance right there. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. So Matthew Smith ahead of Bates now. He obviously could use the strikeout here with just 1 down. Here's the pitch. High. 1-2. Because our infield is playing back, so we're going to concede the run if it's hit to the shortstop or second baseman. Now Crawford and Moore are in on the edge of the grass. Swing and a miss. He got him. Big strikeout there for Matthew Smith. That's the second out of the inning. And so now Moore will definitely step back at first base. Whereas he was in almost on the edge of the grass. Now he's back deep. Carson Crawford even with the bag at third. For Ryder Lang, he grounded it short his first time. This pitch is foul back, up and over the screen. And here is a place that foul balls can reach the parking lot. Is my truck in jeopardy? No way. It's at the other end of the parking lot, I can tell you that. Oh, breaking ball just barely missed there. 1-1 the count. Looked like Tyler Terry, the plate umpire, had a slight twitch. He almost went up with the right hand for a strike. This one just popped up on the infield. Someone should get it. Martinez calling for it, and he makes the catch at second. So Lang flies out to second. And Matthew Smith gets out of a jam there. Had a runner at second with nobody out after the leadoff double. But the Buckeyes leave him stranded at third. So no runs, a hit, no errors, and one left. We go now to the top of 5. The score, Carthage 2 and Gilmer nothing. Back in 60.
Check off your to-do list with big savings.
Check off your to-do list with big savings on building materials at Kane Hardware and Lumber. Kane's is your one-stop shop for building materials for large-scale jobs, small projects, and everything in between. Whether you're building a house, adding on, or just updating, we carry the concrete, drywall, lumber, insulation, roofing, siding, molding, and many more products you'll need. Add character and charm to your home with our large selection of paint colors. We have all the products you need. Shop Kane Hardware and Lumber at 224 South Shelby Street in Carthage.
Carthage Independent School District is where champions are educated. As we face another year of uncertainty, Carthage will remain committed to being champions for every child, every day. We will continue being champions in the classroom with the help of our incredible team of teachers. We will continue being champions in extracurriculars, fine arts, and athletic events with the support of our fans along the way. And we will continue being champions for our community. Thank you for your continued support.
That one pitches outside. So this is the 5th inning, and this will be the 3rd time in the ball game that we've had our leadoff hitter in the lineup, the one-hole hitter leading off the inning. Preston led off. Cal Preston led off in the 1st inning, fly to left, then struck out looking in the 3rd, and here he is leading off the 5th. He's ahead in the count now, 2-0. Let's go, Cale. This pitch hit on the left side. Shortstop has it. Going to hurry. Go to first, and he is out at first base. Shortstop didn't. He could not afford to make a mistake there because Preston has good speed. And so Cale is out 6-3, one away in the 5th. And the batter now is Brooks Soap. Soap singled had an infield single in the 1st inning, and his runner, Caden Ritter, then came around to score our first run. So the Bulldogs with 1 in the 1st and 1 in the 4th. They lead it 2-0. 1-0 now on Soap. In there for a strike. Incidentally, the pitch count, this is unofficial. This is my tally. Through the first 4 innings, I have Klein Lindsay of Gilmer with 56 pitches, Matthew Smith with 37. This pitch is hit on the left side. Going to be a tough play. Shortstop throws. This ball is, the throw is in time to get Soap. Shortstop had to throw on the run there and made an accurate throw, so we've hit it to him twice. And he's got 2 assists here in the 5th inning. And now Davenport's the batter. So the implications of a doubleheader, one is we only have to drive here once. Davenport gets the butt down. It's a beauty, but it rolls foul. So the count now is 0-1. The plus is we only have to drive once this week to Gilmer. The negative is it's going to be a long night, or it could be. Be pretty tough for that second game to start at 7 o'clock, I would think, as it would if it were a single game. So Davenport now behind in the count 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a strike, 0-2. And then playing a doubleheader on Friday instead of playing one on Tuesday and one on Friday, then you've got some questions concerning your pitchers. That one didn't miss by much. 1-2 the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Davenport. 2 outs in the top of 5. Dogs up 2-0. The pitch, this one is lined. This is going to be caught in left field by the left fielder. Going to his left, he made the catch. So Davenport lines out to left. And the Bulldogs go down in order here in the top of 5. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Dogs 2 and Gilmer nothing. Back after this 90-second break.
You're listening to 104.3 FM KGAS Carthage, your sports beat station for East Texas. The city of Carthage, County.
The city of Carthage, county seat of Panola County, gas capital of the United States, and friendliest spot in the world. We have it all: temperate weather, lots of jobs, good schools and churches, and even the Texas Country Music Hall of Fame. Carthage, a great spot on Highway 59 to settle down or just to visit for a while. Panola College, local medical care, a low tax base, and great shopping. That's Carthage. Recommend us, refer us, and revive yourself in the piney woods of East Texas. Carthage, with places we're all proud to call home.
Throughout Texas, Louisiana, and New Mexico, one of the largest independent oil field service companies is Pinergy, ranked number 1 in the United States for total number of wells drilled. You'll likely recognize Pinergy Carthage top management: Randy Taylor, Brandon Taylor, Andy Snow, Justin Taylor, and Steve Nations. At the Austin corporate office, senior management offers a combined 400 years experience regarding energy services. No more. Check the website pinergy.com or call 903-693-84. Better solutions, better building comes from Louisiana Pacific, caring and involved corporate resident. Friends and neighbors in Panola County are the foundation of business at Louisiana Pacific, delivering high-performance building products in the area. You know these folks. You know them from church, civic clubs, as volunteers in the work they do in
Louisiana Pacific.
All right, we go now to the bottom of the 5th. And we've got an 0-2 count on the leadoff hitter, Harrison Lofton. And here's the 0-2 pitch, and it's fouled off. Lofton single back in the second inning. And then was erased on a double play. Here's the 0-2. Inside, 1-2. We're in the bottom of the 5th of game 1 of a doubleheader between Carthage and Gilmer. Carthage leading here in game 1, 2-0. Here's the 1-2. Low, 2-2. I mentioned that last night Spring Hill and Center played in Shelbyville. It was supposed to be a home game for Center. And so they're then responsible for finding another place to play. The field was too wet, and that's ball 4. No, that was ball 3. Okay, I was going to say, I had ball 3 in my scorebook, and Lofton just took off running for first base thinking it was ball 4, and the umps held up 3 fingers. Sorry, it's ball 3. So the count now is 3 balls and 2 strikes on Harrison Lofton, leading off here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the windup to 3-2. That one, little roller out in front of the plate. So pass it, throws to first in time. Little roller out in front of the plate, a little bit toward the third baseline, not straight out in front of the plate. And Soap hopped on that one in a hurry and gunned him down at first base. Brooks Soap. And you've heard me say it in just about every ball game that I've broadcasted this year. Unless he has an injury, something happens to him. And that's high. 2-1 the count. So you've got 2 games tonight. Here's the 2-1. This one is hit out into short center field. Center fielder coming on, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Ty Chambers not playing deep, thank goodness. And he came on and made the catch there for out number 3. And so the Buckeyes go down in order for the second straight inning. No, they did not go down in order in the previous inning. So take that back. They go down 1, 2, 3 in this inning, however. And we go now to the top of 6. Top of 6 coming up, Carthage 2, Gilmer nothing, back in 60.
Genpack Carthage. Over 50 years servicing the food and restaurant industry with superior products. Advancing innovative packaging to enhance the human experience is more than just our purpose statement. It's our driving passion to make people's lives better through the food packaging they use daily. Genpack's dedication to quality assures you get food containers and packaging at its best. Browse and find what you need at genpack.com or look for our products on amazon.com. We are everywhere. Made right here in Carthage by folks you know. Genpack.
FlowZone is your industry leader for all oil and gas pipe, valve fitting, and supply needs. FlowZone Carthage has over 130 years of combined experience with an outstanding safety record. FlowZone, located at 1092 Highway 59 South, just south of Denny's, is ready to offer customer service that will exceed your expectations with services such as free delivery and competitive pricing. Call them today, 903-263-0200.
Ready to supercharge your future in the energy industry? Panola College is introducing the brand new Matthews Foundation Energy Building, opening its doors this fall with programs in electrician, HVAC, natural gas compression, and welding. Small class sizes, state-of-the-art equipment, and personalized attention, where your goals are our priority. Our hands-on approach means you're diving into the real-world energy experience, setting you up for success from day one. Enroll today at panola.edu/energy to start your electrifying future.
The left center field, that's going to be down for a base hit. So Moore takes an 0-1 pitch into left center field for a leadoff single here in the 5th inning. Bulldogs would love to get some insurance. So continuing the pitching dilemma, you know, you have again one starter, Matthew Smith, that is pitched every Tuesday night in district play up until this week. This is a bunt, nice bunt. Pitcher has it, throw to first, and he is out at first base. Nice bunt there by Ty Chambers. So Chambers gets a sacrifice. He's out 1-3. Moore advances to second, so he's now at second base with 1 out. And we're going to have someone going in to run for Moore. And that is going to be, just a second, I can tell you who that is. That is Blayton LeGrone. Blayton LeGrone running in, going in to run. Blayton LeGrone in to run for Cade Moore. So now you've got LeGrone at second. And 1 away, and Sam Watson the batter. This one swung on and missed. So what do you do tonight if you're Jason Causey and you've got 2 pitchers, and he started Matthew Smith here in game 1. I believe he's going to use Davenport in game 2. This one is hit out in left center field. That's going to get down for a hit. And here comes LeGrone to third base. They're going to wave him in. The throw to the plate will not be made, and it's a head-first slide. And now they throw it away at first base, but Watson's going to stay there at first. Okay, so Watson with a single to left center field drives in Cade Moore. He got a late start. And they may have bobbled that out there. I did not see that. So we're going to give Watson an RBI. And he is on at first base. So Sam Watson now is 3 for 3. This pitch is popped up out into short left field. Left fielder coming on. Shortstop going out. They collide, and the left fielder holds on to it. And the runner retreats to first base. You can see that train wreck coming. Left fielder coming in, shortstop going out, and they collided. Thank goodness not head on head. But they both hit the ground, and the left fielder did a great job to hold on to that one. So Malone is out now on the fly ball to left. So he is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. And the batter now is Carson Crawford. Crawford takes one low for ball one. So the Bulldogs now lead it 3-0. 1 in the first, 1 in the fourth, 1 here in the sixth. It's 1-0 on Carson Crawford. There's a strike. 1-1 the count. Carson almost took one out of the ballpark a couple of games ago. This one is hit well to left field. Left fielder going back. This ball is going to be over his head. Here's a runner on first being waved around third by Jason Causey. He will come in to score, and it's going to be an RBI double by Carson Crawford. Carson Crawford, I just mentioned it. He almost hit one out a couple of games ago. And there he put one over the left fielder's head. It went one hop up against the wall. Sam Watson scores from first base on the RBI double. And so the Bulldogs now lead it 4-0 with a run in the first, a run in the fourth, and 2 here in the sixth. And the batter now is Maddox Martinez with Carson Crawford at second and 2 down. There's a strike. Martinez has flied to left and popped to third. Here's the 0-1. Outside, 1-1. So continuing with the pitching dilemma, you know, what do? You've got one of your starters could have a whole week off, right? Pitching tonight and a week from tonight. This one is going to be down into center field. That's going to be down for a hit. No, the center fielder comes in and makes a diving catch. I thought that was going to get down, but it did not. A diving catch out there in center field by Justin Jones to rob Martinez of a hit. But the Bulldogs pick up another run here. They pick up 2 runs, make that, here in the top of the sixth on 1, 2, 3 hits, including the RBI double by Carson Crawford. No errors. And 1 left. We'll go now to the bottom of 6. Carthage 4, Gilmer nothing. Back in 60.
Bink's Quick Stop in Carthage on the corner of 699 and the Loop. Open Sunday through Thursday from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Friday and Saturday from 4 a.m. to 11 p.m. Open for breakfast, and the grill is open throughout the day, and it provides the best hamburgers in town. You can also get a grilled chicken or chicken fried steak. It's all fresh and made from scratch. And of course, you can fill up your tank with gas. That's at Bink's, a Quick Stop in Carthage, again on the corner of 699 and the Loop.
Farmers State Bank, a name that you know and can depend on. We're your neighbors and community partners. We're committed to meeting your financial needs by providing banking solutions for your mortgage, commercial, or personal loans. With 118 years of service to our community, we're part of your local rodeos, 4-H, and festivals. We want you to know that we're here for you. Visit us at fsbctx.bank or come see us today. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams. Member FDIC, equal housing.
So continuing, try to end this pitching decision for Jason Causey. So Matthew Smith is going out for the 6th inning. I assume then, looks like he's going to finish this ball game. And he's only thrown 49 pitches in 5 innings, so he's averaging 10 pitches per inning. This one is popped up foul. Left side, out of play by DJ Moreno. He struck out looking back in the 3rd inning. Carthage 4 runs on 7 hits. Gilmer has no runs on 2 hits. Again, this is the 1-year anniversary from when Matthew Smith made his first appearance last year after the injury. That one is low and inside for ball 1. And he did it right here. He pitched one inning of relief against Gilmer. Here's the 1-1. And that one got soap. That was fouled off, and it got soap somewhere. Brooks is a tough guy. Looks like he's okay. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. So Moreno out on strikes. And that'll bring up Dylan Griffin, the catcher. So it looks like, as far as our starting pitching I'm going to guess Matthew Smith is going to go the distance in this one. And then if you start Dylan Davenport in the game too, which I think he will, there's a strike to Griffin. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Nobody on for Gilmer. Carthage leading 4-0. Here's the 0-1. Check swing. Did he go around Pierce Pipak at first base? The base ump said yes, he did. He's behind the count 0-2. Then if Smith is going to pitch next Friday, this is a 1-hopper back to Matthew. He runs about a third of the way to first base. Underhand flip to Cade Moore for out number 2. So the bottom line, if you start Davenport in game 2 here, you probably would not let him go the distance, because he'd only have rest from Friday to Tuesday, and Coach Causey likes to give them a full week of rest. So we'll wait and see what happens with Davenport in game 2. Here's the pitch, and this one is inside, almost hit him. This is the leadoff hitter, Pate. Pate's the one that had that long double back in the 4th inning. Over the head of Malone out in right field. This one hit down the left field line. That could be trouble. It is a fair ball. Here's Pate rounding first, and he's going to go into second with a stand-up double. So he's got 2 doubles in his last 2 plate appearances here. Matthew Smith and Brooks Soap getting together on the 3rd baseline after that double fell in for Pate. So Pate he flied to left, then doubled in the 4th, double here in the 6th. So Gilmer with a runner at second now with 2 down here in the 6th inning. Carthage leading 4-0. And this pitch, this is going to be down for a hit, and they're going to score a run off of this. No, they're not either. Our right fielder was playing shallow, and shallow enough that the 3rd base coach, I think his name is Josh Riley, the head coach for Gilmer, he decided he wasn't going to chance it and send Pate and try to score him, because Malone was playing shallow and got to it in a hurry. So now with 2 outs, 2 straight hits for the Buckeyes, a double by Pate and a single by McHenry. And now here's Bates coming up. He has struck out twice. Muscular right-handed batter. And remember, this is a young man who has a very open stance at the plate. Pitch is swung on and missed for a strike. And with that open stance, It would appear that he would be very susceptible to a pitch on the outside corner, not be able to hit it. That one's just outside. That's where the Bulldogs are working him. 1-1 now on Pate. So 2 runners on for Gilmer here in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. Fortunately, Smith got the first 2 batters. That pitch is, nice stop there by Brooks Soap. That was close to going back to the screen and bringing in a run. So now the count is 2-1, and Soap's going to go out and visit with Matthew Smith. Speaking of a doubleheader in Soap, now what do you do with Soap in game 2? Catcher's a tough position. You're squatting down on every pitch. Scott Surratt can tell you that. He was a catcher at ETBU. Here's a pitch. This one foul back up and over the screen. I don't think I see Scott tonight, so chances are he may be listening. Two and two now on Bates. Here's the 2-2. Foul back into the screen. Bunch of tall trees behind us here on the third base side, so that the shadows are gradually moving out on the field. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3 call got him. So Bates is out on strikes for the 3rd time of the ball game. Twice looking, and that ends the Gilmer threat. And they had a threat there. 2 runners on with at first and third on 2 hits. So for the Gilmer Buckeyes, no runs on 2 hits, no errors by the Bulldogs, and 2 men left. We go now to the 7th, top of 7. Carthage leading at 4-0. Back after this 60-second break.
How's air conditioning and electrical? Is Spider-Man there? Well, I don't know where you can.
It's a powerful storm, and the power is off, completely off. House after house in the dark, each one plunging a family into uncertainty and fear. One dark house after another, and another. And wait, is that light? It is. And there's one reason for it. The owners of this home have a permanently installed backup power generator from Briggs & Stratton. Whole house backup power has never been easier or more affordable than with the power experts at Briggs & Stratton. So have one installed in your home and be a shining example of thinking ahead and protecting your family. Hey, somebody has to light the way. Whole house backup power generators from Briggs & Stratton.
Briggs & Stratton, sold at Howell's AC and Electrical in Carthage. Call 903-693-7451.
The top of the 7th, and what are the chances of this happening? Cale Preston, the leadoff hitter in our lineup, the one-hole hitter, is coming up for the 4th time, and on all 4 occasions he has led off an inning. He led off in the 1st, fly to left, led off in the 3rd, looked at call strike 3, led off in the 5th, grounded to short, and he's leading off in the 7th. So he is led off in every odd-numbered inning. This is game 1 of a doubleheader. We'll have the second one for you. And instantly back at the station, and I guess by now it's probably Josh at the station. Whoever is at the station, we're gonna end the call here at the end of game 1. We'll do a wrap-up on both games at the end of game 2, okay?